At Fios Insight, we provide a comprehensive, powerful SaaS platform that enables our clients to evaluate and realize the benefits of transformational events, initiatives, and projects. Our platform, Insight EA, enables our customers to create a rich and interactive business strategy mapped to their technologies and data landscapes to create a clear and consistent picture of business goals and objectives aligned with the supporting technologies, data, people, and processes. In this short presentation, we'll provide a glimpse into Insight EA's capabilities in the context of application portfolio rationalization and business capability maps. Insight EA provides a number of capabilities supporting three major disciplines. For business architecture, we support business strategy, capability mapping, value streams, and process and organizational design. For enterprise architecture, some of our capabilities include application portfolio rationalization, process and organizational rationalization, and enterprise standards and models. And for information architecture, we support data cataloging, data quality rules, and data lifecycle management. This rich set of capabilities provides insight into many business and technical scenarios. Now let's take a look at how some of our features support application portfolio rationalization and more specifically, business capability maps. A business capability defines what a business does. When mapped and applied to possible business scenarios and other business architecture components, it provides a means to plan and gain visibility into other aspects of the business that may be impacted by the scenarios under consideration. As I mentioned, Insight EA is a software as a service offering, meaning we deploy very quickly with zero footprint on your environment. Our customers simply go to fios-insight.com and click Client Login to access the platform. In this demonstration, we'll look at a sample banking scenario. One of our powerful capabilities is the ability to associate and analyze data in the context of a business capability map. In this example, we've built a business capability map, or BCM, to reflect some of our sample bank's capabilities, such as core banking, strategy and governance, policy management, etc. We'll come back to how this BCM was built in a few minutes, but let's look at some of the insight it provides when used as a heat map for application rationalization. On the right are our heat mapping tools. The user can simply select the type of heat map and the type of associated data to be analyzed and the condition or range of values they want the heat map to highlight. We've selected applications, which will tell us the total number of applications supporting each business capability. The heat map will display capabilities with 1 to 2 applications as green, 3 to 6 as yellow, and greater than 6 as red. The heat map clearly shows the areas of the business with low, medium, and high numbers of supporting application. Now let's look at one of the red areas, such as investment matching. Clicking on the information icon in the upper right-hand corner of any of the items shows all of the associated objects for the business capability, including applications. For investment matching, we see 8 supporting applications. For goal definitions, 2 supporting applications. And for customer insight, 0 supporting applications. This may be highlighting some missing data, and we should probably investigate this. But let's step back for a moment now and take a look at how we got all this rich content into the system. A typical portfolio rationalization project will involve several steps. Some of these you may have already done. Having decades of experience in enterprise architecture, we know best practices are as follows. A company should prepare templates based on industry reference models to pre-populate foundational content. They can then enhance those templates with data specific to their organization. They'll then need to gather those foundational inventories and identify the people in the organization who can validate the information. This is typically done in Excel, and you may have already done this type of exercise. You'll then want to model your business in Insight. This helps to validate, communicate, visualize, and gain consensus among stakeholders in the business. And fourth, you can use automated surveying capabilities in Insight to distribute and collect information from the business. Although surveys aren't necessarily anything new, the integrated survey capabilities in Insight provide true crowdsourcing and consolidation of enterprise information. Architects can easily monitor, review, aggregate, and resolve conflicting information from survey responses directly in the tool. We won't be showing the survey tool in this presentation, but please view our crowdsourcing enterprise data video for more information on this capability. Once you have your foundational data, you're in a position to start analyzing the data as we've shown in the previous demo. So now let's take a look at how easy it was to get the data we used for the demo into the system. Logging into a clean environment, under Business Objects, we'll select the capabilities and see that there's no data in the system. Clicking the Import on the business capabilities shows the 4 fields I need to import to reflect the business capabilities in the system. I already have this information in Excel, so we'll jump over to the spreadsheet where we can see we have the data in the form we need to copy and paste into the system. The Excel template was actually generated by the system for my ease of use. Jumping back over to Insight, we simply right-click on the column headers and paste the information into the screen, and then we'll save the data into the system. Now, on the left-hand navigation tree, if we expand the Capabilities object, we can hierarchically navigate the capabilities we saw earlier in the demonstration, such as Core, which contains investment management, and so on. Having all the business capabilities in the system, we're now ready to generate our first business capabilities map. Under Models and Analytics, our variety of tools include the Capabilities map. We'll now create a new Capabilities map and we'll set the map at root level, but these can also be hierarchical, and we'll give it a name of Fios Bank BCM. Now we'll scroll back up to the Capabilities area and start to drag these various capabilities onto our map. When we drag the core capabilities on the palette, you can see that we generate a graphical representation of the hierarchical information that's on the left. We can also adjust the diagram from this graphical UI, and if any parent-child relationships are affected, the database will also be updated. Similarly, we can drag over our strategy and governance capabilities. And lastly, we'll drag over our supporting capabilities, and we'll adjust the alignment to better fit the screen. Once we're happy with that, we'll save the diagram. Next, we'll move to Applications and import our list of applications into Insight EA, just as we did with the business capabilities. Clicking the Import button will show the data needed to complete the application's import. Again, a template can be generated, but I already have the data in Excel, so once again we'll jump over to Excel and copy the fields. We'll then return to Insight and simply paste the data into the screen, and clicking Save will commit the data to the database. Returning to the left-hand navigation and clicking on the applications, we can see the list of applications that have now been imported into Insight. The last import is the associations between the business capabilities and the applications. Although these are imported as reference data as opposed to objects, the import process is managed in the same way. Jumping over to Excel for our source data, we can see the from and to type and object information. Once again, we'll copy the data out of Excel. We'll jump back over to Insight, paste the information into the browser, and save the information back to the database. These associations are now stored in the database and visible from both the applications and the business capabilities map. So here we'll browse into one of the applications, and scrolling down we can see the associations area of this particular application. And expanding the capabilities section, we can see the various capabilities that are supported by this application. We can also navigate to any particular capability directly from the association screen and cross-reference back to applications. So for instance, by browsing down here, we can see applications that support this particular business capability. So as we navigate back to our business capability map, having completed 3 simple imports, business capabilities, applications, and associations, we were able to produce our business capabilities map and, as we saw before, analyze that map for redundancies in applications supporting those various business capabilities. In addition to applications, any of the associated object types can be overlaid to identify potential redundancy or gaps. We can also query against attributes managed on each capability. For instance, in this case, we surveyed users to determine how important the capability was to the business. The allowable survey answers were low, which we'll set to light blue, moderately, which we'll set to blue, and very, which we'll set to purple. We now get a completely different view showing feedback from employees on the importance of these capabilities, illustrating just one more example of the power of a dynamic business capability heat mapping tool. We hope you found this short presentation useful. For more information, please visit fiosinsight.com.